Hey, so I've got this 2016 Model X, and I hit the trunk open button and I heard a pop, and then of course the trunk didn't really open. So I looked, and it turns out this strut on the side had detached from where it or was sitting, and actually, as you can see, the bolt just completely snapped. So if this has happened to anybody else, I'm going to try to help you out. What I did to get the other end of the bolt off, because it was stuck in there flush, in this hole, this end was completely stuck in there flush, and you couldn't unscrew it. I didn't know if it was welded at the back like some people had said on comments and stuff. Turns out it's not, but it is like a threaded part of the body of the car. So it's not like there's a nut behind it holding it, which I thought maybe, and I would have to take apart the panels and such. But what I did was, if you can see it, I drilled a small pilot hole in there. It was difficult to get in there, but I used an extension on my drill and tried to drill it as straight as I could, given the angle of the roof of the car. So I tried to drill it in there as straight as I could, not damage the Model X trunk. And after I got a little bit of a hole in the screw, what I did was I pounded in this this thing to back out the screw. It's like a I don't even know what it's called. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description. But I found like a wrench bit and a swivel, so that way it extended quite long, and I could do that same move. What I did was I hammered the back of this into the hole. So I hammered this side, and this tip was in the hole that I created in the screw. And once it was stuck in there pretty good, I then put the end in like so to my little ratchet driver, and then I applied a lot of pressure and I slowly backed out the screw. And it took a few tries. I had to rehammer it in carefully, not to hammer the trunk, because it's of course right next to that edge of the trunk lid. So you just have to be very careful of that. But once it's stuck in there good, I would try to grab it, and then I could see it move a little bit, and then I knew I was golden. So it just took a few more tries and I was able to back it out. Then I'm still waiting for it, but I ordered the part from Tesla service. I set up a service appointment in the app, and then I gave them the part number for this basically that broke. So hopefully they'll give me the same part. It was like 64 cents or something like that, and I can go pick it up from the service center when it arrives. The only thing I didn't mention yet is, in order to get that this piece off, you have to detach this top clip. All you do is you put like a small flathead screwdriver in the gap, and you press it in and pull out that clip, and that'll undo the little ball, so you'll be able to retrieve that out of there. And also, word of the wise, when you don't have the strut in place to close your trunk correctly, you'll have to prop up the trunk, and when you take this off, it's going to catch here on the rubber piece that's meant to cushion the trunk at close. So you'll have to like move it over, whoop, carefully, and then the trunk will latch and engage in the meantime when you don't have your strut working. But stay tuned, because I will replace that threaded bolt when it comes in, and we'll go from there. All right, moment of truth. I've got Got the part from Tesla. I just picked it up on my way home. Sorry, there's something in the trunk, but I'm gonna try to throw it in there real quick so I can more easily take out this mattress that I picked up also from a friend. All right, so opening the trunk, pain in the butt, hopefully for the last time. 1 second, I'm gonna set this piece of wood in here. There we go. And there's the hole. Yeah, let's try our screw out. Excited. Best 60 cents I've ever spent right here. All right. Okay, so here it is in all its glory. Let's see about threading this thing in. Ooh, look at that. It's threading. Try to hand tighten it as much as possible because it always takes longer with the wrench. Okay, that's about all I'm gonna get right there. More turns, sometimes it just sticks. There we go. Yeah, the rest of the way I'm gonna have to, you'd also probably do this with an extension socket, but I'm not gonna get my drill out. Exciting footage for you, I'm sure. Sorry, it takes a while, but I think I'm almost there. Okay, now I'm starting to stick, so I'm just going to tighten this up a little bit. Okay, good enough. That thing's on there pretty good. Perfect. Okay. Now, I've got my little spring clip thing that's going to go on the head of this, but I might have to lift this trunk a little more to get this in here. So, let's see what we can do. Okay. Okay, and it's looking like it's holding already, so I'm gonna have to attach that clip to make sure it stays in place. You just confirm that the other side looks about the same depth. Let's show you what I'm seeing here. It looks pretty close, so I'm guessing I'm all the way in there. Give it another. Okay, now try to, Okay, I just was able to open it with my fingers and press it in there nice and tight. Now what I heard is you need to make sure that the trunk is in its fully open position and you have the key, and then just press and hold the trunk button, and that should reset it so that now it'll open and close on its own. Well, that doesn't look good. Let's try it again. Something is not quite right here. Okay, stay tuned. All right, so I had to get my kids to jiu-jitsu practice, but I did close the trunk manually, and after that it was operating properly. So here it is, and double tap the key, closes, double tap the key again, opens. So yeah, mission success, but just a little confused there for a second when it wasn't doing what it was supposed to.